Hello everyone. Welcome to Spinistry Chat. A little bit different format this time around. Gonna play with some stuff. The main thing is, hey, let's talk about beating the heat. I know it's not just a Texas thing. It seems to be all over the place this year, but definitely here in North Texas this week. 105, 108, 110 degree temperatures, crazy south winds, wildfires are kicking up. I'm going to do a quickie overview of some ways to beat the heat and keep riding every day, even in crazy weather like this. Riding every day is something that's been a focus of mine for a number of weeks now. Finally getting back on the bike after dealing with issues. We'll talk about those some other time. Let's talk about the fun stuff, the good stuff. Obviously, I'm riding indoors. Me getting on the bike coincided with just, I think this is the most ridiculous summer I ever remember. It seems like since May, it's been 100 degrees plus almost every day. My overly stuffed ginger self doesn't do well in the heat to begin with, let alone if I haven't had a chance to acclimate towards it. So at the moment, my summer riding is indoor focused, and I'm fine with that. We have some other pieces in the works though for folks that maybe are just completely against riding indoors or don't have the capability to. I highly encourage everyone to have an indoor training setup of some sort. It's just so hugely important for your overall fitness, just to be in a position to literally ride every day. And I've started a separate channel up for that we're building some content for. We'll share that fairly soon, and the longer version of this video will end up on there. But just for Spinistry Chat purposes, we're going to confine it to the warm-up, 7 to 10 minutes or so, something like that. Again, highly encourage anyone that's interested in maintaining cycling fitness for 4 seasons to go ahead and make the investment in an indoor training setup of some sort. You don't have to break the bank, but if you want to break the bank, that's perfectly fine as well. I'm on the Wahoo Kicker Snap Smart Trainer with Zwift, and the Kicker Snap is Wahoo's most basic model, and it is more than adequate for my needs. And I've used other smart trainers in the past. I'm perfectly happy for what this accomplishes. You know, basically 500 bucks, a pittance compared to the price of new bikes. I always say to folks that are in N+1 mode, if you don't have a smart trainer yet, your next bike should be a smart trainer. You can get a smart bike, you can get a Peloton, you can go with an old-fashioned dumb trainer, rollers, whatever. Personally, for me, the smart trainers and simulators like Zwift, RGT, and some other stuff that's out there, some different training programs. I'm a fan of the smart trainers myself, but I'm not saying you have to have a smart trainer to do this. There's no doubt this is the easiest way to beat the heat when it's 100 degrees plus outside and you want to keep training. And we'll do other videos, talk about some methodology, some strategy to keep engaged. It doesn't take a ton. It's not like you have to spend 6 hours a day on a smart trainer. Most folks, just whenever you can't do a normal ride out in the real world, just do 60 minutes indoors, whatever works best for you, and it's going to accomplish a lot. Another alternative, and part of why we're talking about it, this weekend for Club Spinistry members up in Sanger, we'll be doing a night ride. Definitely a way to beat the heat, or at least to beat the blazing sun. So we'll have a Club Spinistry ride this coming weekend, free for Club Spinistry members. And then on August 6th, open to everyone, is our annual Midnight Massacre, another nighttime gravel grinder, where we take over the town of Valley View, have a big old shindig after the ride, some great gravel riding at night. A lot of people's favorite ride of the year. We just completed our Hell of the North Texas out of Paris, And it was actually a fairly cool day compared to what we've been having. I think the high only got to like 101, 102 during the ride hours. It just helped reinforce that I'm not a big fan of putting on daytime endurance events in Texas in the middle of summer. We'll probably shift things around some next year on our schedule. We'll definitely keep Midnight Massacre in the mix, hoping to push Hell of the North Texas to a more enjoyable time of year. But the basic workout for this riding every day, like I'm doing, it's just building and enhancing a solid base fitness level. And it's pretty simple to do. We'll go into a little bit more detail on the fundamental structure, but I highly encourage everyone, find a way to, even when it's 110 degrees outside or negative 10 degrees outside, find a way to ride your bike every day. Just establishing that basic fitness where it's always there. That way when you do have that perfect weekend weather-wise and all the pieces come together and you can go off on a fantastic trip or do a multi-day bike packing adventure, it's nothing you have to train up for. You're always ready to go when just those pieces all come together perfectly. That's the goal of what we're doing with this series, is to help people always be ready to capitalize on those opportunities when they come available. I think that's pretty much it for the intro. We'll wrap this short Spinistry chat video up here. But the ongoing workout, the ride along, we'll go ahead and continue. It'll be a full 60 minutes at our endurance pace, what I call Spinistry pace. We'll go into a little bit more detail on that. And anybody that's interested in learning how to determine your Spinistry pace, we'll very soon have a short video out that goes over that in depth. I think it's something that can help everybody out on their day-to-day training and adventures.